Aloha and welcome to our first Aloha Friday and our weekly wrap up. We made it through the first week, so good job. What I wanted to go over this week is kind of go over some of the important things within Canvas. And so I reviewed some of this stuff in class, and I think parents would also appreciate some of this. So I'm going to share some of what I would consider the essential parts of understanding Canvas. So the first are kind of going over some of the navigation tools. And so way over here on the side are the global navigation tools. In the app, those global navigation tools are going to be along the bottom. So what I'm showing you here is the browser view, which is slightly different than what you might see in the app view on your iPad. Now, the nice thing about an iPad is you can actually get both. You can use the browser in your iPad, which is Safari or Chrome, to get it looking just like I have it. Or you can use the app, which things will work slightly differently. Like I said, the global navigation will be along the bottom instead of the side, but more or less the same tools are there. Then when you go into a course, you'll have course navigation tools, which are over here on this side. They will be on that left side on your app as well, and they will be the same thing. They just might be more button-like. But the only one you really need to worry about are modules. Modules are basically the units or the ELs we're going to be working on. So whenever you click on that module button, it will take you right to what we're working on. Now, another thing will take you to that is over here on the home page, or sometimes called the front page, will be a button that takes you to the same place. So you can see we've been working on class introduction. And so if I were to click on that, that should take me right to the lessons that we've been working on for class introduction. So, that modules will take me to the same place, and that current work button will take me to that as well. Okay. So the other part I wanted to point out over here on the front page would be the to-do list. Now, one thing that's important to know about this to-do list is you can see it has a little button over here that has an X on it. When I click that button, I can remove things from my to-do list. But the thing to remember is I didn't do it. Okay, all I did was remove it from my to-do list. So hitting the X is not the same as submitting the assignment. So I caution people to use that little X because while it might be nice to remove things from your to-do list, you really didn't do it. So we're going to talk more about that when I go into another video on submitting and feedback and so on, which would be a good time for me to kind of go over that. So I'm going to leave student view here for a second, and I'm going to go back to my dashboard over here. And what I want to show you on my dashboard is on the global dashboard on the browser version, it has this recent feedback section over here, which is going to be really important because when I give you feedback, remember that is very focused and specific information that you can use to redo your assignment. And so we're going to talk more again. I'm going to create another video dealing with that feedback loop. But that is what you really need to be focusing on when you submit an assignment. I'll provide you specific and focused feedback, in the form of a rubric or things that you can do in order to improve your grade. And then you'll need, I encourage you to make those changes and then resubmit. So we'll talk more about that feedback loop, how that is, demonstrating growth and learning and how important that is. So that's this week's weekly wrap up, Aloha Friday. So thank you for listening.